It's the LXG podcast. Hi, guys.
We're back.
We are Bizak.
You hype today. You hype. You
Yeah,
see?
yeah. You know what? I want to get that energy going. The energy going. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
You was practicing?
Yeah, this is all new. This is all new. Get the energy going because, you got to get the energy flowing. You know? What happened?
You was just listening to MOP or something? This nigga is.
Yeah, bro. I have a feeling people think we not taking it serious, so I gotta get the energy going,
The name of this is going to be called The
Energy.
Energy Going.
Energy.
Okay. I mean, listen, welcome back to the LXG podcast. This is episode number 6. We got a lot of things in store for you today. From Mother Nature going on her period and not making it be hot again, and it's cold outside.
You got beef with Mother Nature? Oh, no. Yo, you on a roll this week, bro. We was on the phone, and you was saying some stuff, and something happened, so just chill with Mother Nature. I don't want Mother Nature coming after you, bro.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it was summer Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday it was fall, and then up until now it's back to winter. It was snowing this week,
Right.
man.
It's
It
been
was 75 degrees,
Yeah,
and then it started snowing in the middle. So, like,
yeah, New York
Mother
is
Nature
crazy.
really is on some bipolar right now.
But we love Mother Nature.
I mean, never said
Shout
we
out to
didn't.
Mother Nature. Nah, shout out to Mother Nature, but
This
you're
is
right.
H2O. This is agua. This is water, guys.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink alcohol and I don't smoke, so definitely water. And I don't drink juice or soda, so it got to be water.
So,
But
all right, let's get into that because I want to get into that a little bit too. Are you a square now? Can you say you're a square?
If a square, if
Because
your
you
definition of
said
if
you don't drink, you
yeah,
don't smoke,
no,
and
no,
what was the other thing? But you do curse.
I say profanity sometimes.
You say profanity sometimes. Okay, all right. So, are you a square?
If your definition of square is,
What's your definition of square? Let's go off of your definition.
I mean, an L7 to me is someone. No, I'm definitely not a square because I get way too fly. I'm still in the mix of things.
So you think that oh, so your definition of a square is
Yeah,
somebody that don't get
it's
fly.
somebody that's just you can't be a square and still be a fly dude and still be in the know and still be popular. Square is a square. A square is somebody that you don't want to
Okay.
be around. Yeah, I mean, now would I say that I've matured? Yes. Would I say that I've decided to do things that will benefit me and my life moving forward as I get older and get wiser? Yes. I put those days behind me. I mean, everybody does it at one point in
At
their
one
life
point,
or
for real,
another.
they realize
I just chose to do it a little earlier. I got a family to live for, got kids to live for. You know what I mean? So um I decided that it was time that, you know what I mean, it's going on year 4, no alcohol, and going on year 2, no
congratulations, bro.
smoking. Yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, congratulations.
Now, let me just go. The reason I don't smoke is because it became legal. And I know that sounds
Yeah,
like an
that's
oxymoron, like,
kind of backwards.
but the reason is ever since legal marijuana hit New York,
Right.
it changed. Everything is different. Everything is different.
You said that the type of weed.
Yeah, they spraying all the weed. You don't know where to get no natural weed from. The little dubs, the little $20 bags I used to be able to get of sour and piff back in the days that used to have you lit for hours. You can't get that. Right now you get weed or people that smoke weed, they'll tell you like with this new weed what we call designer weed because they packaging it in like Hermes bags and Cartier packets and coming with little toys like that come in like cereal boxes. That weed, like you smoke it and within the same hour you're smoking again. Like it's like a chain smoking event that takes
Okay.
place when it comes
And
with
you felt like when you were doing it, it was unnatural to what you used to.
yeah, exactly. Percent. And not to mention the spraying of the weed. Like that's the thing because the new generation, the YNs, as we like to call them, they look for that. Like that's what they want. They specifically ask for sprayed packs. And if you don't know what
And when you
sprayed
say
packs
yeah, yeah,
are,
that's about to say, I'm not a smoker. I stopped a
so
long time ago.
so
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 what
sprayed packs is there. So like marijuana, cannabis has terpenes in it. That's basically what give you your high with the THC, of course. Um, but the sprayed packs is they spray artificial terpenes onto it. So they like basically try to boost it and give you more,
I got you.
but it's not natural. It's artificial. And my personal opinion is and like a majority of the people that I know that smoke, they all started to look like stick figures.
They lost weight instantly.
Tremendous amount of weight. And it never was like that. Like you used to smoke, you get the munchies, you eat. If anything, you kept the weight that you had or you gained weight, like when you smoke. Now it's like the reverse. Majority of the people that I know, a lot of them that I used to smoke with, they just, they just start to shrink. Me included. Like I noticed, like when I started smoking this new designer weed that I wasn't retaining the weight that I do have. And I'm not a big dude at all. You know what I mean? I've always been slim my whole life. I've been like like a track runner type of body frame. And I noticed that I couldn't keep on weight like I usually do. And that was a problem for me because like I said, I care about my health and I care about my looks. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like I never was the type of person that smoke and you know, unpopular opinion, people that really look smoked out, I never understood like how you smoke so much that you look smoked out, but you can like you look like a spliff, like you look
So
like a
I think
roach.
I think at one point you also were like chasing a high too. Like your tolerance was so high that you was I remember at one time you like, yo, I'm going to the spot in Brooklyn. I gotta get this Tyson so and so. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
go
yeah.
over here. You was hunting down certain strands
Yeah, no,
because you weren't getting to that pinnacle that you usually get at.
so that was a part of it, but also I was also like trying to go anywhere where I could find natural unsprayed weed. So that was like my main portion of it was that I was looking for like unsprayed
So in a
marijuana.
perfect world, if the weed was like unsprayed and you actually it
And
was like
it was like it was before, if I
yeah,
would still be smoking, probably.
probably.
Yeah, probably. I probably but well, I mean, if anybody knows, like every year I always take a break anyway. I
Mhm.
always took a break. Like every year I always took like at least a 4 to 5 month break of smoking and then I would start smoking again. It just so happened that this time when I took the break, I decided not to start back. Now, I'm not saying that
It's
I would
forever.
never smoke again, but as for now, I have no urge or any plans moving forward to smoke. I don't it's like I can utilize my money in better ways,
Mm,
buying sneakers and buying clothes and
okay.
saving.
Do you want me to smoke?
No, I wanted you to smoke before. I wanted you to smoke before this foolishness came about. Nah, nah, nah. I don't want you. Yo, you're an idiot, bro. I tell you the truth, man. You're such an idiot, bro. Do you want me to smoke?
Alright, man. Let's move on to the first topic at hand, bro.
Yeah.
What's that? Let me see. I don't have it.
Mandami, man. That's
Oh,
Mandami.
Mandani. Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, this right here, I was I ain't gonna lie.
You was
I
giving him
was, I,
grace and
yeah,
all
I
this.
was giving him grace. I thought that we was gonna see some positive changes and stuff like.
I mean, listen, there was I gotta go on the record. I remember at the time we would when we was talking about Mandani, it was like around snowstorms.
Yeah,
The first snowstorm, we basically New York got hit hard, and we basically were in like getting we had to dig out our cars, and the streets stayed nasty for a long time. And I
facts.
remember I said something to you. I was like, "Yo, this is Mandani's New York," and he was like, "Yo, you can't say that. You got to give him grace. You got to give
Yeah,
him grace."
yeah,
And I was like, "Nah, man, because anybody that takes on the mantle, this is
this is what
their
comes with it. Yeah,
comes with it, so they got to step to it right." And I'm gonna say this: the second time around, I could say the cleanup was way better, and I seen it in the streets. I seen them cleaning up the streets and whatnot, blocking off streets, sanitation, and I seen them attacking it better. And then I also want to go back on what we were talking about. I think we said this off air. We were talking about how they should get paid. And remember, I was like, they should be paying them this, they should be paying them
yeah.
that. And you were like, they are. And I was like, I don't see it. And you was like, you don't see it because you're not online. And then we got into that. Anyways,
You saw it.
I saw it, and then I heard that it was more than what I was saying. I was like, they should get this, they should get that. He was like, yeah, but they're getting this. And then I end up hearing that they were getting some real pay for it.
Yeah, they was getting chicken.
Yeah, we're getting some real money for it. So I give him props for that. But I gotta take all of my props from him right now, because the new thing that we're gonna talk about right now, Mandani's camp. I don't know if it's Mandani directly. He is kind of going with it.
Yeah.
However, somebody in his camp floated the idea of giving let me say it right. They floating the idea of no more free parking in New York, meaning you can have a car and you can drive your car, but in order to park your car on any street in the city, you have to pay a fee. And it's not just like alternate side parking and whatnot. It's gonna be like you have to pay like either a permit to park your car, or I don't know how they're gonna have.
So what I heard, so I wanted, because we didn't even touch base on this before, but what I heard, I remember you did tell me about the permit part, but I heard also that they was planning on just putting meters, and the meters was gonna be like 24-hour meters. So like when you go to sleep or when you park your car, you can pay through the app for it to be overnight in that section the same way like you pay the
Yeah,
meter now.
yeah,
That's what I heard. So, I mean, either or, whichever way they do it, if
it's
they do
still
it, it's
it's still
terrible,
yeah,
terrible.
it's
I think that we need to do a re-election. I really don't.
emergency
Yeah, because
reelection.
I mean, listen, I mean, like I said, this is something that they just are talking about, but with everything else that they've done, I don't see it being too far fetched.
With the whole congestion price.
Pricing and that even that they're going to expand that. But what I'm very much disappointed with is that, or how New Yorkers are just accepting it. It's like they're just, we're so accepting and we don't fight for anything. As being such a strong city, one of the top cities in the world, we should be
Protesting.
protesting in the streets, rebelling, like everything that you should do. I'm not trying to incite any type of violence or whatever, but I mean, I don't think that we should just be sitting down and taking it like that. Pause.
Listen, I told you this a long time ago, and I feel very adamant on this. They don't want you to drive in New York.
Yeah, we know, but we
Yeah,
know that. We
they
know
don't
that.
want
But
they don't want people to have cars in New York. They don't want you to drive in Manhattan. They want to make it very hard for you to have a car in New York. They changed the way the streets are, and when you drive, if you I mean, it happened to you today. You could be in one lane, it just automatically turns into a turning lane. You don't know the way that they're doing things is just is just crazy. Like they're closing off sidewalks
Everything
and
is to
closing off
inconvenience you.
streets to make it narrower. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, honestly, as a driver in New York who drives for a living. It's kind of crazy, bro. It is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
No, it's already reached
Yeah,
the
the
point where
pinnacle.
it is crazy
Yeah,
already,
because I
and,
don't.
um, I mean, it's a money grab, and due to all the money that they do get from us, this is totally insane. I told you that's the one thing I don't agree with Trump. But that was the one thing that I did agree with him with was when he actually said that he wanted to abolish the congestion pricing, and he had actually set directives for it to be stopped. And Kathy Hochul or whatever her name is, she was like, no, she's not going to stop,
I have a
and
love. I have a
she
love
had to
hate.
stop.
I have a love hate for Kathy Hochul. Love hate.
I mean, I don't hate anyone, but whatever the word is that's right beneath hate is what I feel for her. She needs to go to her and Mandani could just go start their own island and just do whatever
Yeah,
they
or
want.
New York, somewhere else.
Make their own laws and rules for where they want to go. But get up out of here.
I don't know, bro. Because when I heard that, I was like, "What?" Like, you hear that? You like they could do that? That's something that could happen.
I
But
mean, they could do anything, bro.
yeah, I remember over here in over here by the UBS arena, they have like it's adjacent, it's in Elmont. And if you go over to the UBS arena, this is when I went to Summer Jam one year. I went there and I was like, let's not park inside the parking lot because it's gonna get crazy. I found a parking right down the block, right across the street, which is in Elmont. So I went to go park there. When I went to go park there, I'm like, we caught a parking. Then I got out and I looked at the sign, and it said, if you're not
A
part of this
resident.
residence, you have to have a plaque in your car. So I was like, "Oh, wow, they have some type of system where you can't just park on the street." So that's probably where they're getting this idea from, bro.
They need to take some cues and get ideas from how other countries are cleaning up the snow before they decide that they want to come over here and take away parking. Like there's more things to fix in New York before you go and want to take away people's privileges. That's their right. They already charging us an exuberant amount of money for having insurance in New York,
Gosh.
and now you want to tax us or charge us for the streets that we pay taxes
And
to
you want to
drive
charge
on
us
in the first place.
stuff
This is
stuff that
insane,
was
man.
free before they putting price tags on it to
Yeah.
go to Manhattan.
It's like just like I mean, this goes back to like the first person that decided to bottle up water. They laughed at him. They was like, this is a natural free thing. Like, what are you talking about? You
Facts.
gonna sell water? And now look, there's multiple water companies and there's multiple the prices go up. There's better water here than here. And it's a thing. All it takes is for one person or one state or one city to start something and everybody is gonna follow suit. That's it, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I hope that it doesn't go that way.
They threw a bomb at his house already. So I mean at the end of the day,
No, no, no. I don't want no. We don't here at the LXG show. We don't condone that.
no, no, I'm just saying this is a fact. I'm not saying that I'm condoning it. I'm saying that they did it already and that they're showing that they don't want him here. And we don't in any way condone any violence. I said this prior to this when I was speaking in the beginning of the show. We don't. But here on the LXG podcast, we're gonna speak the facts, and that's the facts. The facts is they threw a homemade bomb at his
Yeah,
residence.
yeah,
Thank God that he's safe and his family is safe. But hopefully he does the right thing and he can stay in office and be a good representative for New York. But as far as now, my personal opinion is he's not doing the best that he can be doing as a representative of New York City. Moving on.
all right, moving on, moving on, moving on. All right, so last week Sunday, this is you know, basically we do the pod on Saturdays, so we did not get hear this news. Saturday morning,
Sunday morning.
I mean Sunday morning, sorry. Sunday morning, there was I'm gonna say a fanatic, a deranged person went to the singer Rihanna's house in well mansion in California and went there with a AR, what it was, a AR-15?
Yeah,
AR-15, and I think she let go like 9 shots at the house or something like that,
yeah. I mean, I don't know the specific number, but I know that she let off some shots for sure.
which is crazy, and they was able to catch her, they caught her. Her name is, Ivana Ivana Ortiz, and,
Excuse me.
she was basically very she was on social media weeks before talking about Rihanna in a deranged way, and it's just crazy that these celebrities go that Rihanna was in the house with ASAP Rocky with her kids.
She was there?
She was there.
I coulda swore I mean, I coulda swore they said she wasn't.
Nah, she was there in the house, and and she did not nothing happened, God bless, but imagine if it did. It's just like these stands, there are stands out there that are really like thinking that they know these celebrities. And it's crazy that that even happened. Oh man, we you and I, we want this whole thing to pop off with the pod and whatnot, but we still want to live our life. We don't want people to be doing stuff like that. And on a high level like Rihanna, she got security and whatnot, but still, like for this to even happen, it's ridiculous. So she's being held on bond for $10 million,
That's right, she should.
and it's mental health, because when you look at what happened and you look at what she was saying online talking about Rihanna. I think she said something about Cardi B. She said something about a few other people. You when you on social media, you're scrolling past these people, you hear them talking, you don't think nothing of it. But there are some people that really are crazy, and they like these people that be in the comment section going at people and saying certain things. Sometimes I go in the comment section and it's just mad funny, but then you see some of these people leaving paragraphs. I'm like, damn, did you like this person really feels passionate enough to sit down and write an essay in in the comment section. And I don't know. I don't know how we stop this. There's no way to really prevent something like this from happening. But my prayers go out to Rihanna and her family and ASAP Rocky.
Absolutely, absolutely, and
Real.
the kids and
Yeah, because
everybody that was there at that time.
yeah, because I do like them as a couple. I
Oh, no,
like
no, no, I definitely like them,
yeah, I like
besides
them.
J and B,
Yeah,
they're like my number 2s, to be
yeah.
honest.
Rihanna, she been through a lot with in different relationships. So now she's with ASAP, and it was something that we didn't really see when it happened. We were like, "Word, they really are," and then, then we seen them out and about. I really like them as a couple. I mean, shout out to their union, man.
Shout out to Harlem, shout out to Barbados, man.
Yeah, for real. But I don't know how we stop something like that. As far as you have fanatics coming to your house and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure this happens more than often that we don't know to these celebrities.
Yeah, but I mean, with the internet and all this information being readily available, it's really hard to stop things like that because all you have to do is be savvy, internet savvy, computer savvy, and you can damn near get anything.
Yeah,
You just got
and
to
they
do
do
your due
tour.
diligence,
They,
have
they,
your security correct,
they do
stay
they
on
do
point.
tours in California to
Yeah,
go
and
past these
take
celebrities'
them to
houses.
these places. Yeah, so like,
So it's like it's easy. It's like real easy. But man, I'm just glad nothing happened, man, because that would have been terrible. That would have been very terrible, bro.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Moving on. What's the next one?
The next one was 50. I think it's 50. 50 and Max B, they did a joint, and
Yeah,
that's the joint I told you
that's
about.
the joint you told me about. Yeah, so I
But
saw it.
I didn't even know that it was going at Fab and them until I listened to the whole thing. And
Yeah,
they actually was so like they said when they was talking about the, leave the little dude alone and this, that, and the third,
they
he
were
was
talking.
actually talking about Dave East when he
Right.
said that because he was talking about Fab, he was talking about Mano, he talked about Jim, and
Yeah.
when it came up to Dave East, he was like, "Nah, leave him alone," like to basically say he doesn't matter. I don't know. A lot of people don't give East his respect. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest Dave East fan that I listen to his music all the time. I can't recall jumping in my truck and saying, "Yo, throw that East on," but still, he's doing his thing,
And he repping New York.
and he's repping where I'm from, and he's doing his thing. He's Dominican, isn't he, or
Yeah,
something
he's
like?
Dominican.
Yeah, Kalo K, man. You know what I mean? Shout out
Yeah.
to him, D Mello, man.
I
All
mean,
that.
like I said, when I think I said this last pod or probably before, I think we kind of said this. I did listen to Davies when he first came out because
Yeah,
Nas is the one that really found Dave East, right? And then when he did that, I was like, all right, so who's this? You getting a cosign from Nas? Who is this dude? And I listened to his first, I think it was an album or a mixtape, but whatever it was, I really enjoyed it, and I could say that he can rap, but he just hasn't. He just doesn't have that hit to throw him over the top. He's just like very under the radar, right? He's still under the radar, even though he went into acting. He was in that Wu Tang
yeah.
series. He played Method Man in that,
Petty Meth, yeah.
and I think he's a stand up dude. He seems like he's a cool
Nah,
dude.
yeah, I don't got nothing bad to say
Yeah,
about
I got
East
nothing bad to
at
say
all,
about
man.
Davies at all. I seen recently, Wayno who used
Yeah,
to be on
yeah,
every.
yeah.
I seen Wayno talk about. He was on Vlad talking about,
There we
how.
go with Vlad, this guy,
Yeah, yeah,
Vlad.
yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? And I was gonna share some Vlad, but let me not get into that. I seen him talk to Vlad, and basically they were just talk. He was talking about his relationship with Davies because I didn't realize that Wayno used to manage Davies from when he came out, but then they end up splitting ways or whatnot. But there's nothing there here there. But I'm just bringing that up because I think that Davies, uh, he comes from Harlem and he has a certain style. And for 50 to really be on like don't say nothing to him, like he really shunning this guy like he's not in the new wave because he's in the new wave. He's in the new wave of New York. He's the new wave of New York. He may not be like the trap. I mean, I'm sorry, the drill rap that's out, but he's still in the newer wave of New York.
Okay, this guy brought up Vlad again.
What about yo, son? You make it seem like I'm championing Vlad.
Yeah, I
Vlad
mean
has good content, bro. He does.
to each his own. I mean, to each his own. I don't watch Vlad. I'm surprised that Wayno even went on to Vlad. Shout out to Wayno though. I like him because he's a sneakerhead. He's really into kicks like
Listen,
how I am.
there's a different people go on Vlad. You give him like, oh, why? He's, if people are messing with him, it's for a reason. It's not on some. Listen,
I mean, it
I
could
feel
be
like
for
I'm defending.
exposure. It could be for exposure. It could be he's paying them. I never know. But
He is
anyway,
paying some of them.
yeah. So that's what it is. Like we was talking about earlier with the whole Netflix thing. You get paid, you doing it. Like at the end of the day. So yeah, they may not really rock with him, but they rock with that check. They rock with that cheddar.
I hear you. I hear
But
you, but it's exposure, like you said.
yeah, this is one of them ones right here. Cause you know how I do and go into these shows.
Okay.
I never buy tickets from Ticketmaster. I think that all those extra fees and stuff is like crazy. So I get in where I fit in. I do how I do, and I get inside and go to the front stage. And I never use Ticketmaster as my way to go there. But the directors of Ticketmaster, there was a leaked, I think it was a leaked email or video. No, it was actually a leaked video of them bragging about how they're robbing people blind and it got out They still haven't spoke on it. They still haven't apologized. It's all over social media. I think I actually, not even I think, I did hear it on the news as well. And it's crazy that in this day and age, like not even with Ticketmaster, but like with all these companies, like when something big or something of that scale comes out from the higher ups of these companies, even if they do come and try to apologize or whatever, it's never right away. It's never right away. They drag their feet, they take their time, and sometimes they never even do it. Like it just gets swept under the rug. And to me, like Ticketmaster is because of its customers. The reason that it is what it is because of the people that go and purchase their tickets to go to these events and use their company, use their P2P or whatever, however you want to call it. And for them not even to come in and try to walk it back or say anything, even just apologize because it is what it is. They said what they said. It just baffles me because the people that use Ticketmaster will still continue to use Ticketmaster even though they hear or see what was said. When are we gonna, as a
Well, look,
people, and I'm not talking about black people, I'm just talking about as a people in general, when are we gonna say enough is enough and realize that the power of our money, the
so
power of our dollar is what holds these big companies together and take our money and go elsewhere or do what we gotta do and make our own.
some people do, and it does happen at times. Some people rally around, and then there's a class action lawsuit that goes out, and then people get paid and compensated in different ways. But this is what I want to say to you. I did see some other stuff, other news about Ticketmaster. Now, I want to go on the record and say this. I don't know if a lot of people know. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Ticketmaster is owned
Owned by Live
by
Nation.
Live Nation,
I know
right?
that.
And Live Nation is Rock Nation. And shout out to Paper Planes on my hat.
Shout out to Jay-Z and I just told you, I don't want, we try to come up, but
Uh,
free Tory, man, free Tory. That's all I could
Free
say. Free
Tory, free
Tory,
Tory,
free my boy
free Tory.
Tory.
But so basically, Live Nation was in a hot seat. I just wanted to get my facts right. They basically were the DOJ came to an agreement
Dog.
with them this week. What happened to the dog, right? DOJ.
Yeah, the dog.
DOJ. DOJ came to agreement with them that their service fees have to be capped at 15%. They have been in like a litigation for a long time because it looks like they have a monopoly on all of the events that go on in the US. Basically, they don't allow any other company to come in and make any money. So they reached an agreement that other competitors could come into the market. And now that other competitors come into the market, they're gonna have to come up off of some of their their territory. There was a win. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like you were saying that people should band together and do the there was something there that happened. But as far as the stuff that you said with the directors leaking out stuff
Yeah,
my robbing fans, that's just dirty work right there. That's just dirty work.
yeah, nasty. That's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know where we go from here, but you know how we get in these concerts. So
Yeah, so that's what I say.
yeah,
I mean, we
yeah.
don't need them for that, but I mean, if they wanna chime in and reach out to us to explain themselves, I mean, listen, you know how to reach us, LXG Podcast, man.
LXG podcast. Please like and subscribe to LXG podcast.
That's right.
I'm hearing that when we put up our videos, within a day or so, you can hit the hype button. Hit the hype button, and you'll help us put our video into the algorithm, and other people will find our videos. Tell a friend, tell a friend. LXG podcast on all platforms. That's what
Yeah,
I
I
got to
mean,
say.
like, when you having the I mean, it's about to be summertime. spring is coming first, but we hardly get a spring in New York. When you having your events or whatever, just throw us on the TV, man. Have it playing. You know what I mean? It's real interesting stuff. You know what I mean? Make it happen, man. Like support the black brothers. Anyway, on another note,
But the
I'm about to I'm about to butcher boy's name, but
butcher boy.
Bam Adebayo. Well, I didn't butcher it. He scored 83 points, making
Oh,
him
this is
number.
sports? We're doing sports now?
I mean, this is interesting. It's not about the sports. It's about what happened with it.
Okay.
He scored 83 points, and if you didn't know, Kobe had the second highest points. He had 81, and that was under Wilt Chamberlain, who has 100. Wilt Chamberlain is number one in the NBA. He has 100 points. Kobe was number two. He had 81.
Mm,
Bam hit 83 the other day,
okay.
but I mean, we gonna keep it a buck. He's a bum player. Like at the end of the day, he's a bum player, and
I would know who this is. I'm not. I want to pretend.
on a good day, he not even hitting 30 points.
So what happened?
It's causing a lot of controversy because he went to the free throw line 43 times. They sent
What?
him, yeah, in order to get this. So basically, what they're saying is like this was manufactured. They were missing foul. They was missing free throws on purpose to get fouled and make the shots, and always passing it to him. So this 83 points that he did wasn't organic. You understand?
Mm,
It was manufactured. It was made for him to do and get these points. So so the Heat basically decided
collaborated
collaborate
or colluded.
colluded together and said, "Listen, I mean, this is allegedly, this is what they did, but the proof is in the pudding. You see what the outcome was. You know, a lot of NBA players, a lot of commentators, a lot of retired basketball players, they all feel the same way that this wasn't a legit 83 points. A lot of people are calling the people that don't like it just
So
Kobe lovers, and they
wow.
just mad that he
I didn't know. I didn't.
took it from Kobe. But yeah, it was crazy. And I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but I
Yeah.
try to stay in the know of what's going on. And I may only watch like when it comes to playoff season and all that, but like when things like this happen and it's a real hit to the whole NBA and Kobe being one of the greats, I definitely like to chime in and know what's going on.
Well, I don't know nothing about sports, so it's just like I'm just hearing about this. I usually would. I would usually check in with Shine or check in with Savage with this type of information.
We need to have one of them on here soon.
Definitely, it would be cool if you could call one, but we're not doing that right now. But
It was unethical, man. I'll tell you that. It
so
was
basically, you're saying that they manufactured this. This is
Yeah, they
like
manufactured that 83-point accomplishment for him and made him be like number 2 in the records. Now Kobe's moved down to number 3, and he's not even a quarter of the player that Kobe was. So like, yeah, NBA took a hit, and he's running around smiling. You should have saw him.
yeah, I see it right here.
Yeah, like he was so happy celebrating with his wife or his
He
girlfriend. I'm
said
not
right
sure.
here. The title says, "If you are mad, I don't care."
Oh, see.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is because they can't. It's not like they could take it back. You know what I mean? Like he got it, he got it. And also after that, then there was like fake news going around that the NBA suspended him, and it was all over social media. But that was false. They didn't suspend him. He actually has that accomplishment. And when he retires from basketball, he'll go down as the number 2 in history with the highest points.
Wow.
Yeah, that's tough.
Wow. Didn't I remember something happened where LeBron came close to Kobe number and he did not do it. Like he
No,
didn't
yeah, he didn't do it. Yeah, he didn't do it. And LeBron, I mean, I would have actually liked for LeBron to do it over
over this guy.
this guy, because like I said, he's like He's like a like when we used to wear coats and cats, we had the North Face back in the days and all that. He's like a South Pole coat.
Southpaw. He's
Like, yeah.
chapped. He's
Yeah,
on
yeah. He's like chaps to Ralph Lauren. Yeah, he's like,
Jordan,
yeah, definitely Mexican Jordans,
Mexican.
100%. Yeah, he's definitely a pair of Mexican Jordans.
Yo, we out here calling him Mexican Jordan. That's your nickname, Mexican Jordan.
Yeah, facts. But on another note, and I thought I should leave this up to you because I'm shocked that you didn't. This is like two areas for you that I would have thought that you would have been the
I
one
would have
to.
been there. I would have been there.
Yeah, I actually thought you could have been there. Or you would have actually put this on the docket, but I didn't even know. Like, did you know? First of all, did you know that it was Apple's 50th anniversary?
I did not know that.
See,
I didn't know
and
that.
and then Alicia Keys performed at the Apple Store in Grand Central Station.
And I love Alicia Keys.
Yeah, so this is
I know. So
not in that way. We like Swiss. We respect Swiss.
yeah, yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to Swiss. I mean, I remember
No,
on
no,
the
no,
tour
no, no.
back in
I'm
the
not saying
days.
there's no way. I love
I
Alicia
know.
Keys.
I know. I know.
Yeah, come on, what
I'm
you?
just being funny,
Shout
but
out to Swiss. Yo, Swiss is the man.
yeah, but
Yeah, I like Swiss.
Alicia Keys performed at Grand Central Station yesterday at around 3 p.m. right there, 42nd.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't get the call, so
Yeah, like
right.
you need to put your ringer on or something because like
Yeah, you're right. I be having it on silent a lot, or
yeah,
just
yeah,
be in my jacket, and I don't know that it's in my
yeah.
jacket.
Um, yeah, but that was dope. It was a big turnout. I
Did it
seen
was a video? I didn't see the
Yeah, I
video.
seen the video. Yeah, I saw the video. It was a video, and the whole of Grand Central Station was full. And like how the Apple Store has like the two
The
walkways
steps,
that goes up. Yeah, the steps that go,
yeah.
and then it meets in the middle. She was directly in the middle, overseeing the crowd and singing, and it was dope, man. Like, yeah, she brought Jay-Z out and everything, man.
Shut up, Schubert. Nah, the last time I remember they did something that I think it was Lincoln, the Lincoln Hall or
Lincoln Center, you mean?
Center. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Lincoln Center. They did something. Alicia Keys was there, and then she was performing, and then Jay came. Did you see
Okay.
that? And he was out there in the lobby, but it looked like it was pre-recorded. But the way
Probably.
that
Yeah,
they
yeah,
did
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah. I seen that. I seen
yeah,
that. I seen that.
that was
Yeah.
a while, but that was like a year or two ago, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That was
Shout out
fun.
to Hove, man. At the end of the day, Barclays Center. I mean, we still big talks, none confirmed yet, but we just speaking it into
This
existence.
guy talking like he's on the he's he's the management of Jay-Z. He's still
Nah,
in
nah, nah. But yo, I mean, listen. At
Barclays.
the end of the day, we gonna speak this into to existence. If it is gonna happen, if it is in the works, as soon as those tickets and backstage passes are printed, and I'm over here, man. LXG podcast, man. We've been supporters, and at the end of the day, he'll remember the conversation he had with us. So, you know what I mean? Just send
Yo,
it across.
I don't wanna get into the whole I mean, maybe we can. We got time to talk about something else that's not really on the docket, but do you respect I know you don't, but what is your take on this Jay-Z hate that has come up into the zeitgeist of the world, bro? Because it's like there's so much conspiracy theories against Jay-Z. There's so much hate, like, the whole Tory Lanez thing. There's so much stuff like, you got DJ Academics coming for his head on some stupidness. Like you got people saying that Jay-Z is down with the Illuminati and he's like the devil. He's done so much stuff.
You
I mean,
got
I got
people
my
saying
take
that.
on it. I got
Yeah.
my take on it, but what's your take? I feel like I
Look,
don't want to just be
no,
what
look.
they
My take is real short and simple, bro. You haven't made it in life until people start talking about you. That's number one. And number two, when you at the top and you at the top, everybody else's job is to try to take you down. That's their job. Their job is trying to take you down so they can take your spot and potentially be better than you. So in my eyes, they're all doing the right thing because he's at the top. And, they can hate They can say whatever they want to say, but until they come with facts and proof, all of it is just gibberish. It's just gibberish. So for me, I haven't lost any respect for Hove.
But to get to the top, I'm not gonna say that he's an angel.
No,
I'm
he's
pretty
not an
sure
angel,
he's
but
done stuff, he's fired people got on he's
everybody's done
everybody's
things.
done stuff.
Everybody, even in the levels that we are,
Yeah,
we've done stuff to get where we are too. Like at the end of the day,
yeah,
everybody has a past, and your past is what makes you what you are, where you are. It makes you what you are, where you are at this point in your life, right? So at the end of the day, yes, he may have done some things, but the things that he did, I believe that his pros outweigh the cons because he's at the place where he is right now. Thing is, why he's getting so much hate is because a lot of people can't fathom or even understand how a kid from Marcy Projects made it to where he is right now. So therefore, if they don't know, they're going to make up their own story. And the stories that they're making up is never going to be something that's going to be positive. It's going to be negative because why should said people say something about somebody that they don't know that's positive? The whole way of life is trying to talk about somebody not in an enlightening way, but
right.
in a way to tear people down. And when you don't understand how somebody got to where they are because you can't get there, then you immediately look at he cheated to get there in one way
Correct.
or another, or he did this or he did that because you don't know what route to take to get to that place.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And my point that I was gonna say more than likely is, yeah, he's not no angel, but he does a lot of good that people don't know. Jay moves in silence, and there's a lot of times you be like, oh, he did that? He
And
helped this
so,
person?
yeah,
He did that? Like he does stuff that people may not know until he passes away.
yeah, he
And
doesn't want the recognition because it's like people that when they go and they want to give homeless people money or food on the street, but the first thing that they do is they pull out their camera to film it.
correct.
They Hove is the complete opposite. He'll do it and not say nothing, and only him and the person that he did it for will know that it was done. And that's the way that it should be. Honestly, me personally, not to say that I have, but like for instance, if I seen a homeless person in my neighborhood on a regular basis and he wore like a 9 or 9.5 sneaker, I would go give him a pair of sneakers due to the fact that I have so many, and
Right.
I wouldn't go and oh, let me go put on my meta glasses or let me go get my phone and to show that I'm doing it because you're not gonna get blessed for that because you're not doing it for the right reasons. I feel like when you do stuff like that, you gotta do it organically and it has to come from the heart. This is not a point or a time for you to look for likes or views because you're doing something to benefit somebody that's less fortunate than you. That's terrible.
That's a fact. I agree.
We got one more thing before the fashion statement, and this one just came in. It's kind of surprising, but it's dope, especially being from Brooklyn. Everybody from Brooklyn, even a lot of people that's not from Brooklyn and from the outer boroughs, know we have King's Plaza out here, man. And
Plaza of Kings.
if you know Brooklyn, if you know Flatbush, if you've ever driven down Flatbush to the end to where we used to have Toys R Us and Floyd Bennett Field, you know where Kings Plaza is, and it's a staple in New York. And I'm so happy that even at this grown age of mine,
It's still there.
um, it's still there, and
I haven't been
it
there in a
hasn't been
while.
taken down like a lot of the other landmarks that we've had, like
Like in Queens out there, the Coliseum just went down the other day.
see, I told you that you're from Queens. See, I'm talking about Kings Plaza. This guy brings up the
You
Coliseum.
said out here in New York. A
No,
while ago, you
no.
said out here in New York.
Okay, but I meant to say Brooklyn.
So you said like other places, so I said that,
I
like the
meant
Coliseum.
to say Brooklyn, and that was my segue to talk about Empire Skating Rink and Kenmore Movie Theater and Alexander's that was on Flatbush and Tilden. But I say all this to say, shout out to all my Jamaicans, man. Shout out to all my big Jamaicans, man. It's not Labor Day, but I want to say Buju. Buju Banton was out here yesterday.
Buju,
Not
Buju,
not Buju, not
Buju,
Buju.
Bantan,
Buju was out here.
Buju Bantan.
He took a dollar van, man, down Flatbush, and he took it to Kings Plaza, man,
Yeah, he was like, "Driver, don't
and
stop at all."
he showed love to his fans and stuff like that, and it just goes to show, man, that no matter how big you are, you can always, you know, come and just be one with your fans and be show them that you're human just like them, because there's a lot of people that never got to see a celebrity or somebody that they looked up to.
Right.
So for him to do that and really go in a dollar van like back home in Jamaica, like how they have the vans, and still ride it, like
Yeah, it's fire.
he could have been in a Maybach, he could have been doing whatever, but he did that. And I just want to say respect to that,
Yeah, I didn't
respect
see
to
that
Buju,
either, but that's fire though.
respect to all the Jamaicans. Bap, 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 gunshots.
Gunshot in him back. Gunshot in him back.
Yes, sir.
That's how I say it. Cha.
Okay, so on another note, let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Run that intro.
Run the intro, brethren. Me have it ready, but me not press it yet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting too Jamaican. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. This is the fashion statement. Where drip, 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 and style collide. Right here with Prince Hakeem. Right here on the LXG podcast.
Yes, yes, yes. So this week was a pretty decent week. Nothing too crazy. We had the Chicago 13s drop today. I'm a fan of the 13s. Not my favorite number of Jordans, but fun fact is I never had the Chicago 13s, and I didn't get them today because there's a reason why I didn't have them before. They're just not my cup of tea, but they're still sitting online. You can still get them. They're sitting in stores still.
Chicago. Which ones? Which?
The 13s. It's
Oh,
in the
13.
docket. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
in
see
the
it.
docket. Shout out to everybody that was able to get it. Right now, I just want to say the era that Jordans are in right now is a good era where you have a 90% chance of getting your sneakers at retail at this point in time. Unless it's a big collaboration, these Jordans are not selling out right away. Unless it's one of the favorite retros, they're not selling right away. And even when it is, sometimes they still sit. No one could have told me like the Bugs Bunny 8s and the Aqua 8s and the 9s, like when they dropped that, they would be readily available a week later. That these type of things are unheard of. So, like I said, the Chicago 13s dropped today, and if you didn't pick them up and you want them, go get them. Another pair of Jordans that came out, I mean, another pair of sneakers that came out was the Easter Air Force Ones. Every year, Nike releases a pair of Air Force Ones that's to represent Easter. Back in the days, we used to get Superfly on Easter, go to church, and then after church, we'll hit up Coney Island and style on them, wear our fly gear, our fly kicks, and stuff like that. So they came out with another pastel patent leather pair of Air Force Ones, and I didn't try to get those either, but if you did and you got them, kudos to you.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I could get a picture of them to show people.
I mean, I put the pictures in the docket,
No, no,
bro.
no. I'm putting it here
Okay,
so I don't have to do it later. You know.
got you.
But I like the colorway though.
Yeah, yeah. It's a dope colorway. I mean, they usually play around with that color palette for Easter anyway. Another pair of sneakers that came out. This is the one pair that I did try to get, and I was not successful, but I will be getting them. Is the Tiana Taylor
Also, when Fab,
concrete? Yeah, Fab has them. He was gifted them
yeah,
by her, but the Tiana Taylor Concrete Rose Jordan 3s. I tried to get them. I knew that it was going to be hard to attain for retail, but I'm going to get them for sure. I'm probably going to pay resale. I did not want to pay resale, but I like the concept. I am a Jordan 3 person. I love Jordan 3s. So everything from the concrete on the bottom where it looks like you stepped in wet cement
Yeah.
to the vines that go around it to signify the rose being stuck in the cement. And then, she did speak on them and say that you could cut the vines off. Obviously, you can't reattach them, but you can cut them and like basically make yours like one of one the way that you, I guess, tailor them. So shout out to Tiana Taylor, shout out to those Jordan 3s, and I will be getting them coming soon. Virgil Abloh's estate, along with Nike, re-released the Jordan 1 Alaskas, the Jordan 1 High Alaskas. The only thing is that the print that's on the inside, they changed it
Change.
to VAA for Nike, but still a dope shoe. Not mad at them. And I mean, though these are gonna probably be the hardest, not even probably, these are gonna be the hardest sneakers to obtain out of all the sneakers that's coming out in this time frame right now. Fortunately, I decided to get them early on the resale market just because I knew how hard they was going to be to attain. So I have my pair sitting, but they had a release today in LA. They did a raffle. So if you was lucky enough to get them, shout out to you, man. And last but not least, because Air Max Day is coming up, and they've been running these Air Maxes back to back to back. The Air Max 95, I believe it's the Shy Pink.
Yeah.
Those dropped. They're dropping actually this weekend coming up. I believe the 26th, but they had an early release this weekend. I didn't try to get those. I just bought the neon ones, and I got the SB brown ones that came out like a couple weeks ago. I'm not a big Air Max 95 person, but certain colors like the neon ones are classics. So for the nostalgic purposes, I definitely had to cop. Yeah, that's the fashion statement of the week. Not too much going on. Not too much with the fabrics or nothing like that. But as far as sneakers, that's what it is this week, man.
Yo, it's time for the tech report on the LXG podcast with DJ Dreamer, where the streets meet the future. Let's get plugged in.
Okay. This is the Tech Report by DJ Dreamer 524. I only got two things this week. Make it really short because we're going over time. Instagram is in the news. They're stopping their end-to-end encryption. And what is encryption? When people say they want stuff to be private, you don't want other people to be able to get to your information. So Instagram, they always do stuff and then they take it away. They do tests. So we've had encryption on DMs for God knows when. It's been a long time. But for some reason, I guess all the energy or all the, not energy, but all the dollars that they put into it, and people are not really like utilizing it like how they think they were going to utilize it. People are just sharing information from off of Instagram back and forth. People are not really like using it kind of like how people would use WhatsApp. So they're going to take away some of the encryption. The encryption is going away, but it's not full. It's going to be like probably like at, if it's a percentage, I'm going to say they're taking away 50% of it.
Okay.
And now when this happens, all of the information that you share can be used for data farms. Like people can use, like if I was to send you information on Instagram and I send you my phone number, or I send you an email, or I send you, whatever, they can see that information now.
Who's they? Because I don't like they.
Okay, they is marketers, people who are,
So like for
yeah,
ads and stuff like
for
that.
ads, yeah.
Got you.
So
Okay.
basically, you might
You can't so wait, you can't so you're saying, like, you can't opt out of that, like how with other things, you can't say,
Nah, you can't.
don't use my information for advertisement because a lot
That
of
part, I don't wanna say no, but, for what I did read, I don't think that you can opt out. It's just something that they're doing as like a blanket thing because the people are not utilizing the full encryption and they figure if they're not using it, they need to like
lose
no.
it.
Yeah. So but there's still encryption in a way where when you're sending the information, other people can't get it. But the encryption is now taken off of like when it's sitting in your DMs. So still just be careful out there. When you send stuff in your DMs, just be careful what you sending out
So,
there.
let me just for example, someone sends a naked photo,
Right.
you can only see, like, 1 nipple. I'm just saying, like, that's what I would know. What?
Yeah, that's how encryption works. When you only see one nipple. That's what they went into the that they went to the conference room and was like, guys, check this out. It's 100% nipples, it's two. We're gonna do 50%. So they can only see one nip. All right. All right. So get the news out there to everybody.
Okay,
Sky
got
here.
you.
What's Sky here? All right, moving on to the other thing that I was the other thing. Damn, what was it? Where's the
Meta Ray-Ban, Meta Ray-Ban.
Oh, so the Meta Ray Ban is sending out messages to the so without people knowing that this is happening. So you know, like how on different platforms they use information to, like you always see it send stuff to developers and all
Yeah.
of that stuff.
Yeah, I heard about this already, the whole Africa thing, right?
Yeah, they're sending
Yeah,
yeah, some of the information that's being recorded on these Meta Ray Bans. I mean, I have a pair, you have two pairs, and you just got to be careful with these things. And that's another that's Meta. Both companies that I spoke about are Meta.
yeah.
And we should know because Meta is from Facebook, and Facebook used to do some slick stuff too. So I'm just saying, be careful out there. So the news is that, like we just said, with your Meta Ray Bans, if you do have them, be careful. Just
You can opt out. They give you the opportunity not to send anytime they say, "Do you wanna send these logistics or send all" I always say no, no matter what. I don't care if it's gonna help, ask somebody else for help.
you don't
Don't
want to
send
help
my stuff
people,
for
man.
help.
You don't want to help
Yeah,
people.
they could use everybody else's information but mine for help. Every single even with Apple, I tell them, "No, I don't wanna send nothing for analytics and diagnostics or nothing like that. Ask
Yeah.
somebody else for help, bro."
So they say many users didn't realize that humans could see their footage. So I guess people are just out here recording
Yeah.
random stuff, like
Not
out
even
here.
random, like
Yeah,
lewdness,
yeah,
robberies, sex acts, all of that, and then when they're in Africa, they're looking like it's like their own social media, basically. They're like, "Oh, whoa," you know what I mean? And, that to me, that's honest. I'm not honest. I mean, that's crazy. It's like an invasion of privacy, damn near. And, I mean, hopefully they get that correct or they give you the opportunity to opt out of it or turn that portion off because yeah that's not cool, man. That's not nothing that we want. I don't even want my homeboy looking at my phone when I'm using my phone, much less people in Africa watching full movies of what I
yeah. And,
did.
they,
There's
and
nothing like
they're training a lot of this information is for AI, and
yeah
it's like you're not giving permission. Just be careful what you put out there. Like I know I was real dumb when I first got on Facebook. I was like, oh, they're not gonna see my face, so I had a ski mask on and I had on glasses like they don't know who I am, but whatever the case may be, they only could take from you what you put out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't put the information out there, they won't be able to use it against you. So just be careful with your data and your personal stuff. And that's the tech report with DJ Dreamer 524. And I have to say, man, the LXG podcast is popping, bro.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, staying consistent, doing what we gotta do. Listen, man, all praises to the Most High God Almighty. He's the reason why we're doing this. He's the reason why we're doing anything and everything. So I actually want to do that. And moving forward, that's how I'm gonna end my portion of the show. Is with giving praises to the man above because he's never failed me. He knows the things that we're doing is right and correct, and we're gonna keep on doing it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I co-sign that statement from Prince Hakeem. And are you gonna do the whackness that you do? It's right on clockwork with this guy. He's just like, people know I'm not even doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
Okay,
it.
well, this is
I'm
me.
I'm 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 on I'm on a strike. I'm not doing
I
this
mean,
this week.
peace. This is peace. We grew up saying peace, and it's always gonna be peace. Keep all the negative energy away. Stay positive.
All right, I'm gonna do it because you said that was really good, man. That's really good. I can't not do it when you talk like that. All right, this guy wants to take it and be, and all right, man. We out.
We out.